Have you ever caught a girl staring at you and wondered what it meant? You're sitting in the cafeteria eating lunch when you look up and accidentally make eye contact with an attractive girl from your English class. Instead of quickly looking away like most people do, she holds your gaze for an uncomfortably long time before finally breaking eye contact. A shiver runs down your spine as you think to yourself, was she just staring at me? What does that mean? If you've ever experienced a situation like this, you're not alone. Having a girl stare at you can be both exhilarating and confusing. On one hand, it could mean she's attracted to you and interested in getting to know you better. On the other, maybe she was just zoning out and didn't realize she was staring. Or perhaps she recognized you from somewhere but can't quite place it. The reasons why a girl might stare at a guy can vary wildly, ranging from the romantic to the innocuous. In this video, we'll explore the most common explanations for when a girl stares at you, as well as how to interpret her body language and other context clues. We'll also cover confident, non-creepy ways to respond if you're interested in her too. Why do girls stare at guys? Before dissecting all the possible reasons a girl might stare, it's helpful to understand the psychology behind staring itself. Prolonged eye contact is one of the most primal yet powerful forms of human communication and bonding. From an evolutionary standpoint, staring indicates interest and attraction on a subconscious level. In primates especially, direct eye contact is a sign of confrontation, while broken/averted eye contact is seen as submissive or disinterested behavior. So when a girl intentionally holds your gaze longer than a passing glance, her subconscious is signaling attraction, intrigue, or at the very least, curiosity about you. With that baseline established, let's look at the top 10 reasons why a girl might be staring at you. 1. She's attracted to you. Let's start with the reason you were probably hoping for. She thinks you're good-looking and is checking you out. If she's staring at you with a slight smile, playing with her hair, or giving other cues like blushing or increased preening behavior, there's a good chance she's feeling some physical attraction. 2. She recognizes you from somewhere. Have you gone to the same school or worked at the same place? She could just be staring because she recognizes you and is trying to figure out where from. Some girls are more subtle with their gaze than others in these situations. 3. She likes something about your appearance. Even if she's not totally attracted to you overall, she may be staring because there's something unique or striking about your appearance that caught her eye. This could be something like your hairstyle, sense of fashion, physique, etc. 4. She's zoning out. Sometimes a girl's stare doesn't mean anything at all. She could simply be daydreaming or lost in thought, and you just happen to wander into her line of sight at that moment. If she seems to snap out of it, once you notice her staring, this could be the reason. 5. She's trying to check you out without being obvious. Playing it cool while trying to check someone out without being creepy about it is an art form. Her staring could be her way of getting a better look at you when your attention is diverted, before quickly looking away if you notice her gaze. 6. She's interested in something you're doing. Are you working on an interesting project, reading a book she's curious about, or engaged in an activity/conversation that might be fascinating to an observer? This could explain her staring as well. 7. She's waiting for you to notice her. Especially in loud settings like a bar or party, sometimes staring is a girl's way to catch your eye and signal her interest before walking over. She may be staring in hopes that you'll notice and approach her. 8. She thinks you look familiar but can't place you. Similar to 2, but she genuinely can't figure out where she recognizes your face from. In these cases, the stare tends to have an inquisitive, almost quizzical quality to it as she searches her memory bank. 9. She's interested in your friends. If you're with a group of people, she could actually be staring at and checking out one of your friends, not you. Don't automatically assume her look is directed at you. 10. She's simply a bit socially awkward. Some people are just not as socially calibrated when it comes to staring. They might hold eye contact longer than normal without even realizing how it might come across as uncomfortable or overly intimate. How to tell if a girl's stare is romantic interest. As you can see, there are many potential reasons why a girl might be staring at you beyond just romantic attraction. So how can you interpret whether her look stems from a place of interest or not? The key is to pay attention to additional cues like body language, facial expressions, and the overall context of the situation. A girl who is simply zoning out or trying to recognize where she knows you from will have a more blank, neutral stare compared to the animated cues of flirtation. Here are some of the most common signs her staring indicates genuine romantic interest: smiling/smirking, playing with her hair, biting her lip, making consistent, prolonged eye contact, facing her body towards you, adjusting her appearance when you look over, giggling or blushing when you catch her staring, raised eyebrows as if to say, "Hello there," staring pattern, looks away when you catch her, then steals glances again, licking her lips, using staring to try and make eye contact with you. If the girl exhibits a few of these cues along with her stare, that's a strong indicator she finds you attractive and may be open to you making a move. It's even better if she's staring and you've caught her giving you the up-down look or checking you out. But if she has a confused or blank look and isn't demonstrating any of those flirty, preening cues, her stare likely doesn't stem from a romantic place. It's just human nature to stare at things that catch our eye or seem out of the ordinary. How to respond when a girl is staring at you. So let's say you're fairly certain this girl is staring because she's interested in you. How should you respond? There are a few options depending on your level of confidence and interest. Response 1. The chill smile and look away. For the more reserved or unsure guy, meeting her stare with a chill, flirty smile and look away can be an easy opening move. It shows you noticed her checking you out in a confident, non-creepy way. This gives her a green light to take the next step and approach if she's bold enough. Or it opens the door for you to circle back and open a conversation with her later on. Just don't get stuck in a staring contest. That can quickly turn awkward. Response 2. The confident eye contact. More confident guys can choose to hold her stare in a purposeful, unflinching way. Maintain that eye contact just a moment longer than what's socially normal, then hit her with a slow smile that says, "I see you looking." This is about as clear a signal you can give to indicate you've noticed her interest. From there, it's on you to walk over and open her if holding a stare from across the room goes nowhere. With prolonged eye contact like this, the tension and mutual acknowledgement of the spark becomes palpable. It can actually be more awkward if nothing happens after that kind of lingering look. Response 3. The direct open. For the boldest men who aren't afraid of being forward, you can choose to skip past any coy lingering looks entirely. If a girl is staring and you're interested, you can simply get up and walk over to deliver your opener. This is best employed if her stare is paired with obvious flirting cues like playing with her hair, big smiles, flushed cheeks, etc. It'll show you have strong, confident response when interested. That being said, misjudging her interest can make a direct open seem extremely awkward, so weigh the situation carefully if choosing this route. Response 4. Ask her directly. Humor is always a great way to diffuse potentially awkward situations. So if you ever find yourself on the receiving end of a stare that seems to linger, you can playfully ask about it in the moment. You could say something like, "I couldn't help but notice you've looked over here a few times. Do I have something on my face, or what? Did we go to the same summer camp when we were kids or something? You seem super familiar. I'm trying to figure out if my fly is down, or if you're just checking me out right now." Delivered with a smirk and easygoing, playful tonality. This lets you handle the elephant in the room in a fun, non-confrontational way that can actually be a disarming icebreaker. Just be sure you're right about her staring being flirtatious before joking like this to avoid it being too awkward. The key when responding to a girl staring is to not ignore it entirely, yet avoid making too big a deal out of it either. Overreacting to her look or getting flustered is far less attractive than meeting it with poise and confidence. Additional tips on responding to her stare. Don't immediately stare back hard. Start with a glance and smile. Let it smolder. Consider the setting before opening. Is it an appropriate situation? Hold her stare for 1 to 2 seconds, longer than normal eye contact, before looking away with confidence. Remember, how you respond to her stare gives her a window into your personality too. Don't feel obligated to do anything if you're not feeling mutual interest. Read her body language cues beyond just eye contact to gauge intentions. At the end of the day, catching a girl staring at you should be taken as a compliment and potential green light more than anything else. When done with the right cues, it's a primal way for her to try and grab your attention in hopes you'll make the first move. Learning to interpret the unspoken language of eye contact and body language cues puts you in a powerful position. You'll know if she's giving you a genuine signal worth pursuing rather than just awkwardly staring into space. And you'll be able to respond in a calibrated, yet confident way to increase the spark between you. So keep an eye out for any lingering looks from attractive girls. Play it cool, loosen up, and don't overthink it too much. Oftentimes the right response is as simple as staring back with intent, letting a smolder build, then politely introducing yourself once the tension is palpable. With practice, you'll get comfortable embracing the natural human impulse to catch each other's eye. Because let's face it, getting stared at by someone you find gorgeous is something most people want. And wielding the ability to recognize her interest and respond effectively will only help spark more romantic connections for you moving forward.